Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DumbJocks podcast. I'm joined by Mike and Mike again. Today's episode, we're going to cover some MLB postseason baseball, talk some football. I guess I don't really know where we're going with this, but we're going to fucking wing it, baby. Starting off, Mike. Where do you want to start, Mike? What do we want to get rocking into?
I mean, I guess we'll start with the series that you and I seem to both have a rooting interest in. Our rooting interests differ, as they do in most things.
All right. Let's
go down to Atlanta, Georgia.
Let's go down to Atlanta, Georgia. We got the best team in baseball, the Atlanta Braves, currently down 1-0 to the Philadelphia Phillies. Game 2 is tonight from Truist Park. Max Fried will go against Zach Wheeler. The Braves looking to even up that series. Philly looking to take a 2-0 lead heading back to Citizens Bank. Game 1 was a very interesting game 1. Philly won it 3-0 with a Bryce Harper homer. The Braves offense just couldn't get anything going. I mean, they had 5 total hits. They did make 2 errors, which is uncharacteristic from a Braves team that's normally very good defensively.
I want to say something before we carry on here. Can I tell you something I hate? A day off in the series that's not a travel day. I hate that.
It makes no sense.
I mean, this might be old man yells at cloud and I'm the old man here. I mean, come on.
I mean, Mike, we were just talking about it before we started recording. I think the fact that this is a best of 5 is absolutely ridiculous. But I've said that for years. I think the wild card should be a best of 1, and every other series should just be a best of 7. But hey, what do I know?
It'll happen. It'll happen once there's 16 playoff teams.
But previewing tonight's game, I mean, I think the pitching matchup should be good. Wheeler versus Fried. We know probably 2 of the best pitchers in the National League. Fried had a great year, 8-1 with a 2.55 ERA. So hopefully, we see something from him tonight. His last couple of starts, he pitched 4 times in the month of September. He went 7 innings against the Dodgers, giving up 3, striking out 10. Went 6 innings against St. Louis, 6 innings against St. Louis, striking out 4, 5 against Philly, and 6 against Washington to end his season. And then on the Philly side for Zach Wheeler, 13-6 with a 3.61 ERA. His most recent postseason start was against Miami in that wild card. Went 6 2/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run with 8 punchouts. Mike, I don't know about you. I expect the Braves offense to show up today. I think they win this game. I think I'm probably looking at maybe like a 6-1 probably game today. I think Fried does a good job of silencing the Phillies' bats tonight, and Atlanta gets right back in this series.
I am concerned for Philadelphia looking at all the lefty-lefty matchups in this. Schwarber not hit lefties well. Harper hits everybody well, but I feel like Fried's always kind of had his number.
Harper hits everybody well. Well, let's not regular season. Playoff Bryce Harper hits everybody.
Well, playoff Bryce Harper is a Hall of Famer. A regular Bryce Harper is a Hall of Famer.
Bryce Harper is also a Hall of Famer, but
playoff Bryce Harper is basically just Babe Ruth reincarnated.
All he does is fucking rake.
Can't believe there were people that made memes about him leaving the Nationals and then they won the World Series, ignoring the 5 All-Stars the team added when he left.
Yeah, but Mike, that's too like, common.
Logical?
It's too logical for people to pay attention to.
They
forget that once you
get off I don't get it, but I know what you're saying.
No, Mike, people think that just once you move off a multi-million-dollar contract that you just can't add pieces. I mean, I don't know. I just wonder what they do with all that money.
Did they add like a young outfielder or something? Like Juan Soto didn't start there, did he? Did they add Patrick Corbin, who had one of the best years of his career that year? They didn't do that, did they?
Well, Juan Soto was there. He just was playing
for like 6 weeks though. I don't think he was there the entire year.
I think he was. I could be wrong, but it's not always about the superstars, Mike. It's about everything else that you add around them.
Anthony Rendon wasn't healthy that year.
I mean, shit, go look at the Braves in 2021. I mean, fuck. Jorge Soler was hitting homers in the World Series.
Eddie Rosario.
Yeah, well, hey, have some goddamn respect for Mr. Eddie.
Well, Eddie Rosario's not even starting today. Oh, he is starting today. He didn't start on...
No, he started game 1. He played
Did he?
Yeah, he
I thought he pinch hit in game 1.
Dude, I don't honestly remember. I can't lie to you. But yeah, no, I think Atlanta wins this game pretty convincingly. At least I would think tonight.
Ha! I was right.
They definitely have to jump back after losing in these kind of.
And it's really not even like you lost like a game that wasn't winnable. I mean, it was a 3-0 game where your offense was abysmal. If your offense just shows up halfway decent, you'll probably win that game. So, I think their offense wakes up tonight. So,
I think both teams left too many guys on base. They both left 7 runners on base. Not characteristic of either team that way. Of either, yeah.
I mean, this game realistically could be like a 12-10 game tonight.
I mean, this game could realistically be like 23-20.
All right, I'm not saying all that. I don't know, Mike, if you have anything more, but Mike, all I gotta say is when we're right, we're right. How about those Arizona Diamondbacks? When we're right, we're fucking right.
Let me correct you. I was right. You agreed with me after.
Yeah, so when we're right, we're right, all right? The Diamondbacks...
When we're wrong, though, we're wrong.
The Diamondbacks look to jump out to a 2-0 division series lead against the NL West champion LA Dodgers. Zach Gallen goes against Bobby Miller tonight. Mike, what a game one for the Arizona Diamondbacks. 6 runs in the first inning off of Clayton Kershaw.
5 runs before an out was recorded.
But hey, it wouldn't be October if Clayton Kershaw wasn't absolutely collapsing in the postseason.
I mean, these weren't even like blue. All of these were hard hit balls. There wasn't
these were
a
nukes.
blooper.
That's what these were. I mean, I want to say uncharacteristic from Clayton Kershaw, but I've seen it happen so many times where I can't call it uncharacteristic anymore.
Playoff Kershaw is one of 2 things. He is either what we saw on Saturday, or he's 6 shutout innings.
Clayton Kershaw's stat line in game 1, Mike, in a third of an inning, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, and a walk.
Did he start the game?
Yes.
He started the game, recorded 1 out, and then got taken out of the game.
Oh my God.
Oh, Mike, it was bad. For Arizona, scored 11 runs, 9 of which came in the first 2 frames.
At least they've learned their lesson and then make them go through any longer than fucking 1 out after it.
To put this in perspective, I'll tell you how this game started off, Mike. You ready for this?
Yep. I'll relive it.
Started off with a Starling Marte double, followed by a Corbin Carroll single, followed by a Tommy Pham single, followed by a Christian Walker double, which plated 2 runs, followed by a...
Each of those hits off the bat sounded like they were going 10 miles.
It sounded like they were going to be absolutely destroyed. Then following that, I'm pretty sure Gabriel Monroe, I think, followed that up with a... Oh, Gabriel Monroe followed that up with a double to make it, or a homer to make it 5-0. Then finally, Lotus Gurriel grounded out to shortstop. Then Thomas drew a walk, and then Evan Longoria doubled, and that was the end of the night for Clayton Kershaw. Which then was followed by a Perdomo ground out, and then a Marte ground out to first. Oh wait, but then to go to what the Dodgers' first inning was, a Mookie Betts strikeout, a Freddie Freeman ground out, a Will Smith single, a Max Muncy line out. But wait, it gets worse. The very first, the second pitch of the top of the second inning, Corbin Carroll homer. 7-0 after 2 innings. 7-0. It was just an absolute ass kicking on the on behalf of the Atlanta Braves, or sorry, of the Arizona. Fuck it, yeah, the Diamondbacks looked like the fucking Braves out there. If you're the Dodgers, I mean, you need it. You need this game tonight. Not going to be an easy one by any means with Zach Gallen.
You need this one. Unfortunately, Arizona, whose rotation was thrown off by the wild card series, now has their 2 best guys in games 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, it is not going to be an easy one for those boys in LA. But if anyone can do it, we all know it's the LA Dodgers.
Bobby Miller, who I actually have a somewhat of a scouting report on because I watched a game on him in early July. He faced the Yankees, and he hasn't changed at all since early July. I mean, this is the biggest start of his career. He was not a guy they expected to be in the rotation this year. The Dodgers, kind of under the radar, got decimated with injuries to their pitching staff. So,
I mean, I'm looking at this game, too, for the Dodgers. I mean, for game 1, Betts 0 for 3, Freeman 0 for 2, Muncy 0 for 4, Martinez 0 for 3. I mean, you really just can't have that, especially when your offense is down 7-0. I mean, when your rotation gives up 7, having your top 4 hitters go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I don't know. I'm gonna say like 2 for 20 between your top 5. You're like
sounds
2
about
for,
right.
It's just,
I think there might have been a walk. Might have been a walk in there, but
yeah, it might have been a walk in there. But I mean, for a Dodgers offense that we know is as high powered as it gets, I think that's just very unacceptable for them. But we'll have to see. Arizona is riding the hot streak after beating Milwaukee, both games in Milwaukee, and they walked into LA and served up an ass whooping.
All right, John, what are your picks for tonight? Game 2 and Game 2 of the NLDS.
So for the Braves and Phillies, I'm going to take the Braves. I think that's going to be like a 6-2, 6-3. I think the Braves offense gets back on track. I think they win that game, even up that series. And Mike, I'm going to take the Diamondbacks to win Game 2 tonight against the Dodgers. I think this one won't be as bad of a game. I'm going to say Diamondbacks 5-4 tonight. I think Corbin Carroll comes up with a big knock tonight.
Well, you and I disagree on one of these games.
Oh, you're going to take the Phillies. Fuck you,
I'm going
buddy.
to pick the Phillies to win 4-3.
You're insane.
I've
But
been told that.
It won't be the first time I've called you insane, and you were right. It won't be the first time, and it sure as hell won't be the last.
I mean, at one point this year, you called me insane for picking the Diamondbacks to go to the playoffs.
I didn't say
And you
that.
said I was insane for picking the Padres to miss the playoffs.
I didn't call you insane for You are. You know what? I'm tired of this because you're such a liar.
Was that not you?
I agreed with you on the Diamondbacks, and
I said that about the Padres. Somebody said I was insane. I thought it was you.
I'm 90% positive I agreed with you on the Braves or on the Padres because we both said they were overrated.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm
right.
sorry.
So what you got for the Diamondbacks Dodgers game, Mike?
I'm picking the Diamondbacks to win.
That's right.
3-2.
I think Zach Gallen has a masterclass tonight. But like a 6th-inning masterclass, not like some 8-inning shutout. I'm talking like a 6th inning where he gives up like 2 runs.
I'll tell you what, he wanted to throw a no-hitter today. This is the day to do it.
Oh, yeah, this would be great. But, yeah, I think that's all we got for baseball.
I don't know, do we want to do some post-mortems for some teams that lost or teams that missed the playoffs?
I mean, I think we can save those for the offseason, talk about just recap some teams. But I think we might have to talk about some NFL football.
All right, let's do it.
All right, well, let's stop there. We'll do NFL.
All right.
Sounds good.
I can't